Okay, hi everyone. Been very happy with the response to my experiments with Lumen and Nanite in the world of VR, and just wanted to give a little breakdown of what's available in the demo as of version 0.05 that's available. I do want to create an entire tutorial walking through setting up all the correct settings, but they're pretty fluid right now, and Unreal Engine 5.1 should be released relatively soon. The latest GitHub build I grabbed from Unreal Engine's GitHub account actually came up as 5.2, which would imply that 5.1 should be releasing in the very near future. So when that comes out, I will certainly find some time to break down, here's the optimal settings for your version of Preview 1 or whatever it's going to be to get this working. In the meantime, I thought it would be useful to show you what you can play with in my little build. So first thing, of course, would be to just open up the instructions and make sure you see, what to do. First thing, of course, is to make sure that you've set Oculus or Steam VR as your OpenXR runtime. In Oculus, it is under General, right there. And in SteamVR, it's under the developer settings. I've been testing SteamVR just by going through virtual desktop here. You do, of course, need to be tethered to a computer, by the way. This laptop has an RTX 3080 mobile, which, of course, is different from the desktop version of the RTX 3080. And this laptop is very hot, so we might find that some settings that were working fine for me a few days ago might actually cause a crash now. We'll see. In any case, here's the controls. We'll look at these in more detail once I open this up. And do note that you have these batch files, which will give you kind of the optimal setup for Oculus versus Steam VR. Oculus supports VR pixel density, which will allow us to improve our frame rate in a pretty easy way. Steam VR cannot do that at the moment. And this executable, don't worry about that unless you, I don't know, just want to see what happens when there's suboptimal settings running, or you want to press tab and go over into the spectator view and fly around and not be in VR. But at that point, why are you doing an experience that is focused on VR? Okay, so we have Alistair joining me now. He has not gotten to see this demo yet, so if he's good, we'll give him a try after I go over the basics. You gonna pay attention? All right. Great. So I'm gonna open up the Oculus batch file, which basically will just make sure that I'm taking advantage of pixel streaming, pixel density, which only Oculus can do. And it's going to start me out at 40%, which just happens to be the configuration that my computer can run. If I press the tilde key, we can see all the other settings that are running right now. Very, very low, because I'm hoping this can run on, I don't know, a GTX 1080, if possible. That'd be nice. And the first thing I might do, though, is you'll notice that if I rotate to the right, Alistair, do we have some good shadows in the corner, or does it look pretty boring for shadows?
It looks boring.
Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the circle key. Or not the circle key. I don't know what buttons are. What number is this?
0.
0. Can you press the 0 key for me?
Yay.
One time. Great. And now we're at medium quality, and does that look like better shadows?
Yeah.
So my computer can take this pretty well. 40% pixel density, medium quality with some decent shadows. And as you can see with 40% and my medium settings here, and pixel density again of 40%, I'm getting a very good frame rate. This is very comfortable. And so if I pop into here, you'll see I've got some Oculus Touch controllers, because that's OpenXR's best guess at what I've got. And I can fly with my left joystick. And normally I'd be able to teleport. Oh, and it's working now. It wasn't working a second ago with my A button on the right hand. And I can snap turn with my left joystick. And I can actually even change my scale with that right joystick. I can become a giant. Do you want to be a giant?
Yeah.
Cool. You'll definitely get to be a giant. And then what's this, Alistair?
A gun.
Well, it's not a gun. It's a light blaster. What can a light blaster do?
I don't know.
Pew, 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 pew.
No, can I try?
You can try that. I'm just going to finish giving this demo first, okay? Or here, you can just hold this and squeeze.
I know. I'm
Keep the grip down. Keep the grip down. Okay. You can fire that. Nope, you dropped it.
Oh, you have to actually
Yeah, to keep holding it down. It's okay. You'll get a chance in a second. So I can fly around. I can grab things. I can throw them. It's particularly cool to see in the darker area here how with Lumen on, we really start to illuminate the environment. You got something like over there actually getting the light cast from that, and it looks very good. We could try something bigger, and I could go into that darker area and see the way that it really starts to make that environment glow. What do you think, dude? Is that pretty cool? Yeah, pretty. It's very relaxing. And you can see, unlike screen space global illumination, this is something that can continue to work even when the thing that's casting the light isn't visible. That used to be something, Alistair, that didn't work very well in Unreal Engine 4. Do you think we should get a building in here?
Sure.
But first, what do you see here? Do you know what we're looking at in here?
Huh.
It's a reflection of me and my controller. And these real-time reflections also weren't possible. See how I can pick this up and we get like a little bit of a reflection in there, and we can also see my controller in there? Or that's a shadow, really, but that's pretty cool. And we have another light blaster here.
Oh, can I please?
Yeah. Here, how about let me just finish giving the demo, and then you can play with this. Because there's some neat things in here. We also have some invisible collision here, because I've got a building that I haven't properly turned collisions on or off for. So that's going on in there.
Can I please?
Yep. Oh, actually, you know what you can control, Alistair? Do you want to control the spectator view? So I'm going to press tab. And you can fly around while I'm doing things here. Use the W, A, S, D, Q, and E keys. Oh, no, did we crash? So spectator mode actually crashed. So, do that at your own peril, maybe in the lowest quality settings. So some of the things we can do while we're in here include turning on a building with the B key.
Wah!
Isn't that cool? Can you press the N key on the keyboard for me? Where's the N key on the keyboard?
Oh.
Great. So now what we have is Nanite triangle view, which shows us all the detail.
Free control!
Yeah. And so I can get very, very close to something here. Press the N key again. And you can see, especially if I scale myself down, we can see a ton of detail here. I'm making myself teeny tiny with my right joystick, and I can really appreciate all the tons of nanite triangles. And one more time. Thank you, assistant. And that looks great. So definitely recommend checking that out, especially if you can go ahead and bring like a nice glowy ball over to it.
It's not glowy anymore.
Press N again, please. Cool. And there you go. You can see it being illuminated by our little glowy ball. So that's a building using nanite. Which
Look at the ball again.
I see the ball.
It's not a glowy ball anymore.
Now, Alistair, can you press the L key for me? L on the keyboard. Cool. So this is what Lumen sees. What do you think of what that looks like, Alistair? Go back to L and press the M key again. Alistair, what do you think of how this setup looks?
Good.
You think this looks good?
No, it actually really doesn't.
It looks like a really blotchy version of what's going on, right? So this is what Lumen sees right now. This is the shadows it's kind of seeing, and it's a much simpler version of the scene, which lets it have real-time reflections and shadows. So we see everything that's going on while it's happening. Is that pretty cool? So it's a pretty good trick, because we press L again, and it looks really good. So the lighting and shadows and reflections are all doing a pretty tricky thing that way. The other thing we can turn on is, can you press the T key for me? Can you press the T key for me?
Of course. Might be a little.
And what's that?
Wow, a tree.
Can you press the N key again? Now we can see all those triangles on the tree. It's a very complicated tree. A lot of stuff going on there.
It relieves our blue dots.
Yep. Okay, and there's also a little bit of that going on in here. See, some plants. Go ahead and press the N key again. Very dark. Oh yeah, we got to go get some lights back in here. Here we go. And there we can see the lights.
That's good
nice,
again.
Nice little glow. Pretty
Now
cool,
we
huh?
don't see.
And yeah, the reflections are very cool to see, everything they can have. So these are the major things. And then there's a little menu. First, let me just show what this is like. There's lots of lights in there. You excited to try this out?
I wish I could, but you won't let me.
I'm going to let you try out in a second. Don't worry. And then the last thing is, of course, tab will put you in the spectator view mode. We're not going to do that right now because it'll crash. And the menu button on the left will bring up a little menu that will actually just lock to your face, and that can also let you do a few things like, pull up a debug frame launcher, that sort of thing. And I can also, set up that Nanite view and Lumen view directly from here as well, if you don't have a handy-dandy assistant like I do. Okay, Alistair, you ready to play?
Handy dandy.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Die for lights to the street.
Okay, and while Alistair's in here, I'm actually going to try to use the spectator mode, and I think if we have any chance of making that work, we're going to have to turn the pixel density very, very low. So I'm going to go ahead and restart the scene with backspace, and I'm going to bring the pixel density to 0.1, and then I am going to hand the controller over to Alistair, who, are you a seasoned VR pro?
Uh-huh.
Are you better than me at Rec Room?
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure the eye spacing is correct here. So go ahead and yeah, climb right over there, grab that, and there you go. And you're doing some blasting. Is that pretty cool? Oops, I pressed the wrong key. I faded out. And we can move this around and see everything you're doing. Where are you? Yeah. Whoa.
I'm underground.
You're underground. Very sneaky. And I can zoom in a little bit as you move around. Should we turn the building and the trees back on?
Uh-huh.
Building.
Attack the building!
Where are you? Over there. Trying to follow you. You're too fast. Oh, and the other thing that we haven't shown yet is changing the time of day. So let's go ahead and do that, which I can do by holding down the K key. And we might need to be in a slightly higher view mode for this to work. Let me give it a shot. There we go. So now if I hold down the K key, we can see the shadows changing over time. And all of that works in VR.
I'm on a big escape.
Do you see the shadows changing? And then we can even go all the way down to nighttime. And then we're really just being illuminated by what we have here.
Oh, I'm inside the building. What a beautiful building.
And do you see how you can change your size? Do you want to be a giant? Oh yeah, we can see some fun little Lumen artifacts here on the wall. If you can go up to ultra quality, I actually turn up the Lumen settings quite a bit.
Oh my God!
Maybe with a 4090, that'll work. Oh, I don't know where your laser blaster went.
Yay! It's like.
So
Hey,
go
where's
ahead,
the plants?
time of day. Oh, the plants, I'll turn them on. Foliage.
Whoa.
Are you looking at the plants
I
inside
just
there?
want to go out. What in a tree?
Yeah. Also, do you see my camera? Do you see me flying around? Can you wave at the camera?
I want to destroy you.
No, don't destroy me, please.
Wait, I can't. I'm shooting you with a light.
Oof, look at these reflections. Amazing.
Okay, I'm going back in the cave.
Oh, I keep pressing the F key. F key
Thank
is for
you.
fading out. Oh, the other thing we can do is we can get a dampened view of what Alistair sees here. So
Thank
now
you very much.
this is what he's doing, and it's a little bit smoother.
My.
So this is nice use of the spectator camera. I'm actually really surprised this isn't crashing and that it looks so smooth because we're at medium quality and a very high pixel density. And
I want to be a giant now.
you want to be a giant now? Okay. So come out here. Okay, and then hold this joystick up. You get bigger, 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 bigger. So you're getting taller and taller and
I want
taller.
to become a giant even more.
What do you think? So there's not much over there, but you are a giant. Here, should I turn on the building? Okay, let's turn on the building. I'm afraid to have the building and the foliage on at the same time. Do you want to try moving around a little bit, like ducking down? Can you peek your head inside?
Hello, anyone home?
Who's in there?
I want to become that beauty.
Okay, so press.
I know I'm turning myself back.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay, you're doing it. Great.
Okay, I'm shooting my light blasters and making squares move around, balls, and yeah, I feel so free. Have so much freedom and power over this. I feel like to just like be able to move everything, no matter how like strong they are or anything.
I'm very
I
surprised.
have so much like power over this. I'm just like so.
I honestly am very surprised it hasn't crashed yet because we're getting a very good frame rate here. And basically we're rendering the scene twice because the spectator camera is a separate camera that is, rendering a second pass. And there we go. We finally crashed. What do you think of all that glowing?
Good.
Pretty cool light blaster.
I like how they like disappear and I keep adding more.
Yeah.
There's one that's like really blurry and weird, and one that's really realistic and lifelike.
Yeah, because I wanted one of them to be very reflective, so you could actually see, what's happening inside. But because we have the reflection settings turned down quite a bit, it's not nearly as realistic with its reflections as it could be. But we do see some stuff in there. Do you see some?
Fire! Those light bulbs are fire! Fire! I can't see my hands.
I'm not sure why you can't see your hands. You should be able to see your hands. Do you want me to reset you? You're fine.
I want reset.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's something really weird happening. Yeah, your hands are like super far away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why kids make great beta testers. I have no idea how he managed to get his hands so far away from his body.
Huh? I can't grab it.
Try changing your scale again.
I see my hands.
Yeah, but you see them?
Yeah.
They look like they're very far away. And it seems like if you don't want to crash right at the beginning, give everything a chance to settle down.
Shoot it.
Yeah. And we can go to his view, and I can hopefully increase the quality without crashing. There we go. And we see Alistair just zooming around. The tree too. Okay, we're going to try having the tree and the building at the same time. Are we going to crash? Are we going to... Yeah, we crashed. Okay. All right. Final thoughts, Alistair. What do you think?
I really think I'm about to fall down.
Because it was too exhausting, or you feel sick, or it was so much fun?
I feel sick with funness.
Sick with funness. There you have it, folks. He feels sick with funness. Was that a pretty cool demo?
Yeah.
Do you think we should make a game together that does something neat with that? Yeah? Any ideas? I have an idea.
When you get over 1,000.
I have an idea. You know how a T-Rex's vision is based on movement? Yeah?
Ow.
You just say yes.
No.
Well, it is. What about a game where you fire these glowy balls to try to distract the T-Rex so you can get away?
Yes.
Would that be cool?
Wait, no!
What do you think you should
I
do?
want it to be like exciting.
You think it should be exciting?
Impressive.
Not a game where you run away?
Cool.
Not a game where you run
I
away.
want you to jump into the battle until you win. Not to just like try to run away and escape like a poor little homeless man would have a light shooter right there in your hand.
Wow. Crazy.
Isn't light really hot? I mean, the sun is made out of just lighted gases. It's like the hottest thing in this galaxy.
So if those balls were an LED ball, probably they wouldn't be too hot. But if it was anything else, yes, that would probably be a very hot ball over there. Luckily in VR, things don't get too hot, right? Do you spend a lot of time running around like fire in VR?
I
Yeah.
loved the game that we made where you pick up fireballs and throw them into a trash can.
Was that the first game we ever made? You were like 5 years old. Pretty cool. Well,
I'm born to know Unreal Engine when I'm young.
is this? Do you want to be my official assistant?
Yep.
All right, great.
Whenever you need me.
All right, you want to say bye, everyone?
Bye-bye.
Till next time.
Second grade. And do not forget that. Okay? Okay?
Don't forget he's in second grade. Bye.
If you do, I'll tell you some scary fairy tales.
Oh no.